In order to be classified as a narcopath, malignant narcissist, or narcissistic sociopath, a person has to display several traits of both NPD and ASPD. Some of these signs include delusions, an obsession with power and control, taking advantage of others, and no moral boundaries. Here are 10 signs of a narcissistic sociopath. Number 1, they live in a deluded reality. Narcissistic sociopaths don't see the world in the same way other people do. In their distorted version of reality, they are entitled to whatever they want, regardless of what it takes to get it or who is hurt in the process. They will justify their actions, even ones that are inexcusable, and show no remorse. A sociopath's narcissism may also lead them to develop delusions of grandeur about being important, special, or exceptional in some way. Or, they can experience paranoid delusions that others are out to get them. Number 2, they are obsessed with power and control. People with NPD and ADP are power-hungry. Sociopathic narcissists put a lot of time and effort into acquiring positions that give them power or control over people, bowling over anyone who gets in their way. Once they obtain control, they may demand to be addressed in a certain way or make others follow rules that don't make sense. This obsession also tends to show up as a refusal to acknowledge any other authority, including rules, laws, policies, or requests made of them by others. Number 3, they take advantage of and use other people. Narcissistic sociopaths have a habit of using, exploiting, and taking advantage of others. This tendency shows up in all of their relationships, including romantic, platonic, or familial relationships they've been able to maintain. They seek out codependent, nurturing individuals who are more easily manipulated and controlled through guilt, shame, or fear, and will hold on to these relationships for as long as the person remains useful. Number 4, they have no moral boundaries. There are no lines a narcissistic sociopath won't cross to get what they want. Their moral compass is non-existent, leaving them without the sense of right and wrong that most people have. After doing something harmful, illegal, or sadistic, they won't feel remorse, regret, or guilt. In fact, they may even feel a sense of satisfaction knowing they were able to deceive, emotionally manipulate, or hurt someone. Number 5, they have a limited range of emotions. Narcissistic sociopaths don't experience feelings of love and affection, or more vulnerable emotions like guilt, shame, or sadness. The only strong emotion they seem to be able to access is anger. This can show up as outrage or narcissistic rage when they're slighted, offended, or not granted something they feel they deserve. This stunted emotional range also keeps them from being able to experience empathy, sometimes leading them to engage in destructive behaviors that grant them some form of feeling. Number 6, they have a huge discard pile. Narcissistic sociopaths are known to discard people and things that are no longer useful to them. Over time, their narcissistic discard pile stacks up and may include former friends, lovers, colleagues, and mentors. Their discard pile may also include expensive material things they got bored or tired of, as well as roles or activities that served a purpose at one time but are no longer useful to them. Number 7, they become hostile when threatened. Narcissistic sociopaths are most dangerous when they feel threatened. Because of their natural tendency to be paranoid, less trusting, and more easily offended, threats can be a routine occurrence for them. When they feel threatened, the narcopath will often become hostile and aggressive, lashing out and becoming abusive toward others. Number 8, they feed off of negative energy. A narcissistic sociopath feeds off of negative emotions and energy. There is something about drama, others' fear, or pain, or the chaos of disaster that seems to excite them or give them energy. This kind of parasitic attraction to negativity is a telltale sign of a sick person, including a person who may have traits of NPD and ASPD. This behavior is also what makes sociopathic narcissists sadistic and dangerous, causing them to enjoy the pain and suffering of others. Number 9, they get bored easily. A narcissistic sociopath is constantly seeking sensations and cheap thrills, because nothing can hold their interest and attention for long. They become easily bored with people, things, and activities, and will abandon them once they are no longer entertained. This boredom can also turn into a restlessness that causes them to find destructive outlets. For this reason, people with these traits tend to be impulsive and aggressive, or engaged in crime, violence, or drug use. Number 10, they are empty inside. A narcissistic sociopath may have worked hard to craft a powerful, important image, but this is a front. Lacking the ability to feel a full range of emotions makes them hollow and empty on the inside, keeping them from really experiencing things, expressing themselves, or connecting with others. 3. This internal emptiness is what they're trying to hide from others with their narcissism, and also what they're seeking to escape within themselves by maintaining a level of entertainment, power, or destruction. While no person is beyond hope, a narcissistic sociopath is unlikely to change. They can be dangerous, abusive, or violent, and should be avoided if possible. They're most likely to become dangerous when you upset them, offend them, or fail to meet an expectation they have, but they can be unpredictable and impulsive. The question, are narcissists dangerous? Can be a legitimate concern, so appropriate caution should be considered. Some narcissistic sociopaths are even sadistic and enjoy inflicting pain, which displays a level of brokenness that even therapy may not be able to correct. For these reasons, most experts recommend that you not get into a relationship with someone who has these traits, and leave a relationship if you see these signs. If that's not an option, start by learning how to deal with a narcissist, protect yourself, and behave in ways that are less likely to make you their target. Final thoughts on narcissistic sociopaths. Narcissistic sociopaths are people who demonstrate traits of both narcissistic and antisocial personality disorders. People with this combination of traits should be avoided as they often behave in ways that are abusive or exploitative. Knowing the signs of a narcissistic sociopath can help you identify people with these dangerous traits so you can limit interactions and protect yourself from their destructive impulses.